Hello again, and welcome to my True 100% Plus episode 3. So yeah, right at the start here, we're gonna leave the beach. We're gonna forget all about the Blood Ring banger, and we're gonna start on our next objective, which is Los Santos courier, which is just down the road. It's a series of like missions where you're on a bike, traveling around the town, delivering packages and stuff. It's pretty simple. You know? Give me a lot of time to talk about stuff. Like what I'm doing right now is at the start of every episode, I'm doing something like fire truck or ambulance or courier, right? Like just simple stuff where I'm just driving around doing repetitive tasks that I can talk over at the start. So it's a good start to the episode, and then we get to the fun stuff later on. So yeah, it's just down the road here. It's like at this 24/7 shop. I think I'm pretty sure I ate from the vending machine here before. If I didn't before, I definitely do now. But first of all, I'm going to pick up these brass knuckles, because why the hell not? And then over here, we go inside, and I quickly eat from the vending machine. Just because, like, these courier missions are all about being on the bike and pedaling around and stuff, so I thought I would, preserve my hunger as much as possible. Alright, so yeah, here we go. So how this works is that you're on a bike, there's these rings, and you throw packages through the rings. And I miss the rings quite a lot. But I get the ones at the start here, I think. I think I missed this one, actually. No, I got it. Okay, mate. Yeah, you have a limited number of packages and, a time limit. And, yeah, you just travel around chucking things through rings. That's pretty much about it. I think there's like 6 levels, 3 levels, something like that. We'll know when it's over. I'll know what the last level looks like. Oh yeah, this person gets in my way here. God damn it. So yeah, while this happens in the background, I got a few things I wanted to talk about. First of all, which will probably be immediately noticeable for some of you, is that the video format has changed. So before, in the first 2 episodes, I was like, I've been playing the game in like 4:3, right? And I've been like making it in 4:3 in the video. But the video was still actually like, 1080p widescreen. So like, 1920 by 1080. What I was doing, I was just stretching the game in XSplit to the correct value, which is 1440 by 1080, which is 4:3. But what that was doing was I was recording like a widescreen like 16:9 video and just putting black bars on either side of the 4:3 gameplay in the middle, which annoyed some of you when I uploaded it, because it was like if you tried to watch it like vertical on your phone or with a 4:3 screen, the like two of you that still have those. Then yeah, it was like surrounded by black bars, which was admittedly pretty dumb on my part. I should have thought about that before. The reason I was doing it that way is because I was planning on making all the cutscenes. Whoa, what did I do there? Just drove straight to the pole. Yeah, I was planning on making all the cutscenes like 16:9, wasn't I? The first cutscene I like edited into 16:9. I don't think I'm gonna bother with that now. Like, as people pointed out, it's like some of the cutscenes will be in 16:9, but then all of the gameplay will be in 4:3. So you might as well just record it in 4:3 anyway, just so that people that watch in those odd aspect ratios get a better experience and don't have black bars. Someone said it would also be a problem for 16:10 users, and I actually don't know of how many there are, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, the long story short, I'm actually like recording the video in 4:3 now as well, and I'm not sure how YouTube will handle a 4:3 video, if it will still like, say 1080p and stuff at the bottom, but we'll find out. Hopefully it encodes okay. It's actually a bit of a pain in the arse convincing Premiere that my video was in 4:3 and not like, the pixels were square. Like, it was thinking the pixels weren't square, which is really annoying. So yeah, that's a little bit of improvement for most of you. Hopefully that helps. If anyone's affected by this, let me know. But yeah, I addressed it last episode, and I'll just say it again quickly. The reason I'm playing in 4:3 is because I'm not using any mods or anything or any scripts or anything. But because of that, the in-game like widescreen mode is kind of bad. All the widescreen does in game is like shrink the vertical FOV, so you just see even less. You don't see like further left or right, even though it's in widescreen. You just see less up and down, so it's just like way more zoomed in. So it's actually way better to play in 4x3. So yeah, I'd much rather just do this. I know it's like some people are like really angry about the fact that I'm playing in 4x3 and not in 16:9 on YouTube, but honestly, the game just looks better this way. Without mods, at least. I mean, you could probably mod it to look better, but yeah, I don't want to do any of that. So yeah, I'm gonna give up on the 16:9 cutscenes and we'll just do it this way. That was long-winded, but it's fine. We've got plenty of time. Some other things I wanted to talk about. I've got a list. I'm really professional. I've got like a list written down here. Yeah, the next thing I wanted to talk about is I made a YouTube playlist. So I have like a playlist of every episode that's going to be made. It'll automatically update whenever I make a new episode, and it's in order of release as well. So episode 1's at the top, etc., etc. So if anyone was ever interested in using that, I mean, I know it's not too useful. We only have 3 episodes now, but it might be in the future. So I think I'll start linking it at the bottom of every video. Like normally, in my other videos, I have like, hey, watch live at twitch.tv/Joshimus or whatever. But since these ones aren't really recorded live, I removed that. But then there's just like, I don't know what to put in the description. Some people said to like put timestamps in the description, and I think that's a good idea. I'm just too lazy, so fuck it. Maybe I'll go back and do them if people really care about them, but I feel like if people want that stuff, they'll just go to the comments or just skip forwards anyway, so yeah. Courier is still happening. I'm still chucking things. Like, what is it I'm like throwing at these places? Like, that one was a house, right? So delivering something to a house kind of makes sense, but some of these other ones make absolutely no sense at all. Like, I'm pretty sure I throw one of these at like a chemical plant at one point. Like, I get it's probably like drugs or something, like coke in a bag or whatever, but it still doesn't make too much sense. Some other things I wanted to say is that a few people were like, asking me if I'm going to upload my saves or whatever, or hey Josh, have you got backups of your saves? Please don't delete them, oh my god, and whatnot. Yeah, I do have backups, don't worry guys. Currently I'm just using Dropbox, but that's a good enough of a backup solution in my opinion. I do want to use I do want to upload every single save from all of these episodes, but I just don't know where. Like, I was talking about GitHub in the part of the 2 episodes, but I tried to, but it's just so like, hey, is this actually code sort of thing? It's like, no, it isn't, I guess, and it doesn't really work very well. It's not really supported. I could get it to work on GitHub, but it's like, meh. So yeah, if anyone knows of a good way of like, crowd and cloud sharing and backing up these save files, they're only very tiny. Anyone knows a better solution than just uploading every single one to Mega or something, then let me know. Maybe I could use like OneDrive or something. Dropbox would work, but they're removing their public folder feature soon, so that isn't going to work. Which is pretty annoying, because I use their public folder quite a lot, but yeah, whatever. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is the release schedule for these episodes. So my original plan was to just do 1 a week, and just have it be on like a little back burner project that I do for fun every now and then. But since everyone was like so crazy about it, just like, oh my god, give us more and stuff like that, I've upped it to 2 episodes a week, right? And I really don't think I'm capable of any more than that. I have so many other things I need to do. I can't do like 3 episodes a week. It just wouldn't happen. Technically, like, this is going to make some people mad when I say this, but I'm recording this on Friday. Like, right now, it's Friday, yeah? I just finished recording the last segment of this episode, which was really damn hard, by the way. But I thought it was going to take me a few more days to record that, but thankfully I got it done today. So I'm, like, recording right now on a Friday evening, and I'm going to, like, upload it to YouTube and schedule it to come out on Sunday. And I know some people are going to be like, yo, Josh, you should have just uploaded it as soon as it was ready, so I could have watched it immediately, but it's just not how it works, because if I do that, then if I keep to my schedule and then release it on Wednesday, then it'll be an even bigger gap, right? It'd be worse. So what I'm gonna try and do is like get ahead of myself. So I'm making this episode like 2 days earlier. Like, well, for me it's like 1 day early because I'm working. I work like a real job, air quotes, on Saturdays. So for me this is like 1 day early. But anyway, I'm recording this episode a couple days early. Then maybe I can record the next one a couple days early, and then the next one a couple days early, until eventually I have like a backlog sort of thing, but the opposite, like a front log, I guess is the way of describing it. So I would have like like episodes ready to go and like lined up and stuff. So if I ever like miss anything, like I'm at ESA, or I'm just not feeling it that week, or I'm ill or something, or I have bad internet, or I'm at my parents' house, or whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, and I get stuck on this thing here. Like, what the hell is that there? That curb. I missed that throw. Yeah, this is a pretty bad courier. I'm glad this isn't a speed run or anything. I've never done this before. I'm just doing this completely blind, as in like I didn't know the route, not blind as in blindfolded. What was I saying? Yeah. So I'm gonna keep to the schedule. Release them Wednesday and Sunday. Just it gets like reliable, so people can expect when they're gonna come out and stuff. I could like if I release this today, Friday, then I could maybe like start the next one on Sunday, possibly have it done by Monday. Like honestly, it depends how hard these things are. I didn't expect this episode to be as hard as it was. Like, this took me 2 days to record this. But yeah, maybe I could like do 3 a week sometimes, but then I would be like absolutely must record it twice a week constantly, and I'd never have any breaks. So yeah, keeping it like scheduled and regular, I think, is a way better idea. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm sure everyone will just be mad, like, oh, I could have watched this 2 days ago, and it's like, well, sorry, it's just the way his schedule works. That's it really. I don't really have anything predetermined to talk about. Guess I'll go back to the actual commentary now. Yeah, how I'm recording this is that I'm just sat here watching the video back in Adobe Premiere as I edit it, right? So when I say like, hey, I'm gonna fast forward this video now, I literally press stop recording in Audacity on my voice, put the audio in, and then literally like fast forward the video as I say I was gonna do it. It's pretty funny. Like, for me this is all real time, but obviously for you it's a bit weird. Oh, I missed that throw, that's sad. Yeah, I would speed this up, but we're almost done, to be honest. So, yeah. Oh, what am I doing here? Like, what did I just throw this at? Is that like a cinema or something I just threw that in? It was like some sort of doorway, or like a shop or a hotel or something? I don't know. But yeah, anyway, upcoming here is the last marker. This is the very end of Courier. If only I stopped driving so terribly. Driving? Riding? Aiming? I don't know, whatever the word for that is. Yeah, but it is this one here that really confused me. It's like the very last thing in Courier, and I'm suddenly like thinking about, wait, what the hell am I doing? So like, you're just riding over here, and just in between these things, like these massive silos, there's just a ring, just there. Like, what? Why? Why did I deliver that package there? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, thankfully I come up with a pretty decent route back. I don't know if like that's the actual speedrun route or anything, but basically what I do is I'm like going down here and I head for the storm drain. I think that's what those things are called. I'm not American, or I don't live anywhere with these sorts of things, so I honestly don't know, but I think they're called storm drains. These things, yeah, that's like massive things in case the water level goes really high or whatever, I think. But yeah, I take this all the way back because I know it's like really close to the shop where I started. And I'm trying to like wheelie to mess around and stuff, and I keep messing it up. Yeah. I try to wheelie a lot in this episode, and I mess up quite a lot. Hey, stamina upgraded, nice. I was thinking about doing burglary before this, but I looked it up, and apparently having infinite sprint doesn't make it so you can infinitely pedal, which is kind of weird. It doesn't really make sense to me, but yeah. Apparently infinite sprint and infinite pedaling are two different things, so I decided not to in the end. This episode actually turned out to be longer than I thought. It was really funny. In episode 1, it was like 40 minutes long, and I said, oh, the rest of the episodes probably won't be this long, by the way. And then episode 2 was like an hour instead of 40 minutes. And then I think this one, I mean, I haven't made the video yet, right? But I think this one's going to be like an hour long as well. Anyway, there we are, done with courier, asset acquired. I didn't actually know it did this if you completed courier. It like starts generating money like other properties do. Only 2,000, but it's still pretty good for like right at the start of the game. Oh yeah, and then there's all these guys. Like, look at this. It's just like a group of BFs sat here, which is pretty funny. Alright, anyway, I go back into the 24/7 and I do the thing with the fat and the whatnot. You know the drill by now. There we go. That was actually a pretty long time. I would like edit it to make those things faster, but Adobe Premiere doesn't let you speed up anything beyond 1000% and still like maintain the correct audio pitch. So I could make it like 2000% faster, but then it'd be like really high pitched and horrible. So yeah, I don't know. It doesn't last too long. It was only like, I don't know, 30 seconds or something, whatever. But yeah, some people suggested to me that I should use a 24/7 that has like 2 vending machines next to each other, so I could eat like twice as fast or something by walking between them. Oh yeah, and I get stuck in this bit. Like, what is this little bit here? There's just a load of like row of seats and like restaurants and stuff. Weird. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. Some people suggested I use the 2 vending machines at once, but the problem with that is that I can't like just jam a 20p coin into my keyboard and walk away if I do that. So I prefer to do it this way. Oh yeah, and I mess up the parking on my bike a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, and in we go, and make our first save of the episode. That's another question I get a lot as well, is about why I go on this, like, why do I load a save every time I make a save? And that's not what's happening. What happens is that when I go into a safe house and make a save, I immediately then pause and go on the load game menu, and I just sit there staring at it. I don't actually load anything. So just so you can see like the timestamps of when I made the save and stuff, so you can like, you know, compare that it's the same save file and whatnot. And then when I'm done with that and I like alt tab and I stop recording or whatever, then I close the game, or then if I keep recording, then I try and do the next segment or whatever. But I don't like instantly load every time I make a save. What's happening is that I'm like editing 2 clips together. So this one here, this clip happened a day later. Like what we're watching now happened a day later from the other one. But I just splice them together from the load save menu because they're like identical, right? So you can't tell there's a cut there. So that's what's happening there. And now you're going to ask me, what the hell am I doing now? So this is the sweeper. This is a unique vehicle in this game. There's not many like it. And this one has a very useful property to it, which I'll get to in a second. But yeah, I've never actually seen a vehicle, like a road sweeper vehicle like this in real life. The only ones I've seen were really huge ones. That's what we have in the UK, at least. So really big ones, like, you know, I don't know, like rubbish van or garbage van or fire truck or whatever sized things. Like, not this little tiny thing. Like, how does this clean anything? It's so weird. Yeah. Does anyone live in like Los Angeles or San Andreas area? Can you tell me if this is a thing you have? Be pretty interested, like if they're actually this size, or for some reason Rockstar decided to make one this size. It's kind of weird. I imagine they based it on like a real thing, because most of the stuff in GTA games is based on real things. You know, like the cities and stuff as well. So yeah, I imagine it is. It's just so weird to me. It looks really funny. Unfortunately, it's also really damn slow, so it's taking me a while to get where I wanted to, but trust me, this is important. Also, this car park on the right here, I look at now, those parking spaces look really tiny, and you wouldn't be able to fit any vehicles in there. Like, maybe you could fit this one. Maybe I should have driven over there and parked this vehicle there before I moved on. But yeah, it's weird. There's lots of weird spaces in that lab, like the scale completely wrong on them. Anyway, we're arriving at our destination. I look both ways to make sure I don't get run over because I'm going so slow. And yeah, line up with this wall and get out, and I messed it up the first time, but yeah. So I'm like the right distance away from the wall, and then I get out, and then whoop, we pop up to the top. Ta-da! And that's the sweeper glitch. Some perfectly flat walls you can zip up like that. It's kind of interesting. And the reason we wanted to go up here, by the way, is because there was a sniper rifle, which has 20 bullets, which is quite nice. So yeah, I took the sniper rifle and I took the armor. I don't actually end up using the sniper rifle in this clip. I thought I would, but I think I shoot the moon with it, but I don't actually use it. Oh no, I think I do. Well, I didn't use it for what I was planning to use it for anyway. Yeah, anyway, then there's a valet with a freeway, and I managed to take that, which is quite nice. Yeah, and that's the sweeper out of the way. I got one sweeper bug in here so far. That's nice. It's just funny as well because now I get to tick like the sweeper off of my list of vehicles that I need to drive. Because I have like a big Google Doc with every single vehicle in the game in it, and I'm going to see how many of them I can drive. So I get to tick the sweeper off. Alright, and now I'm going to go make a save. This is a bit of a short segment, a bit of a weird one for me. I don't normally do tiny ones like this. But I was having a lot of trouble with the next segment, so I decided to cut this bit out with the next segment to make it a bit easier for me. I got sick of like driving that sweeper over there and stuff every time, so I'll go make this save. And yeah, we go sit on the load screen. Ready? Pause. Start game load. Can you see the cut? Oh, I bet you can't. Oh, it's sneaky. It's really sneaky. No, it is a bit obvious. The mouse like moves on the same frame that it happens. Oh yeah, this happens. Right at the start here, I get like this cop incident. This like car chase. And this is a pretty nice car. I like the sunrise. It has nice wheels. This might be a customized one. I'm not certain. Anyway, so I need to start talking. So yeah, what happens here is I'm gonna go set up a glitch. And we're gonna make our way to Chiliad Mountain. So the reason I was doing courier was to train my cycling skill, and I'm gonna go do the Chiliad challenges, which was a damn sight harder than I thought it was. Like, it was a lot harder trying to do it at 4 stars. Like, the challenge itself wasn't the problem. The problem was getting back up the mountain with 4 stars, like twice. Anyway, I'm starting a fight with these ballers here. Don't worry about it. I'll explain in a second. But yeah, this segment took me a really long time to record. I'm quite glad I got this done before Sunday, so... Oh yeah, and I lose their attention here because I get too far away, but it's fine, I get it back by punching them. So yeah, last episode we had the undrowning glitch, where I submerged the blood ring banger on myself, and I managed to get us out of the submerged state. Well, here's a different method for it. So if you get a car, and you on top of some water like this, and a friendly, well, anyone, like can be a regular NPC, pulls you out of the car, throws you on top of it, bada bing, you're on the water now. And that one's a lot easier than like memorizing where the other places are, so give this one a try at home, kids. This one's pretty fun. So yeah, easy undergrounding glitch. Right, and now I'm running away from the pier a bit, and then I turn back around and we run back. And then we get to see a mistake Rockstar made. So there's a bike on that pier, and the way they programmed it is that if you run towards it or approach it, it appears. But it appears at the wrong height if you're down here. So now we've got an undrowned BMX. So I get to drive the BMX all the way to Chiliad Mountain. So yeah, the reason I'm doing this is because I needed a little tiny bit more cycling skill, because I haven't quite unlocked Chiliad Challenge yet. So I was like, well, I can't cycle all the way there on land because I'll get killed by the cops. So I was like, I know, I'll cycle underwater. Oh yeah, and here's my sick wheelie, by the way, that I mess up right at the end, which really annoyed me. I was going to get so much money, and then I do that. It's like, oh, god damn it, man. And look, little starfishes. Patrick's everywhere. I would have liked to have taken a plane to the top of the mountain, but it would only save me having to go up the mountain once, and I would also have to waste a lot of time just, you know, cycling around for no reason at all. So this is where we get to explore under the ocean a bit, and it's kind of cool. I do some cool stuff. It gets really weird around here. Like I start like flicking in and out of underwater. Like there you go, I'm out of the water again, and then I'm underwater again. And also all of that land to the left there that I'm looking at, the land that looks a bit different, that's all not solid. Like if I fall through that, you know, I ain't coming back. So. But yeah, I have to be careful where I'm pedaling, otherwise I'll fall through that, but it's fine. I've done this I did this like 20 times, so I kind of know where I'm going now. Anyway, there's the cycling skill that I needed, so I can start Chiliad challenge now. I think it's like 40% you need, and I have that, so that's good. But yeah, this is a lot easier. This is obviously pretty slow, but this is useful. Like, if you don't want to mess with the police or anything, you can just go onto here. The helicopters sometimes spawn and start shooting at you, which is really weird and funny to watch. But they're not too much problems. You just keep moving and they'll don't get you. I was struggling a bit here to get around these hills originally. I was like kept falling off or like going too slow or whatever. But in the end, I found a decent route to go around here. Some nice big flat bits that are all solid. I really wish there was stuff down here. Like in San Fierro, I know there's lots of turtles and things that are swimming around, but there isn't anything down here. I guess they didn't really intend for you to go down here. Anyway, we're like right next to Angel Pine now on the beach. I used to like the other times I recorded this, I would just like go up to the water and undrown myself through the water with an up ramp. But this time I decided to go out of bounds just to see what would happen. And oh, it teleports me straight to Angel Pine and it's not loaded yet. That's really weird. I also got 3 stars when I did it as well. Did you see that? Like when I jumped into the void, I had 3 stars. Really oh yeah, and this Sanchez didn't spawn, which really annoyed me. I guess it was because of the out of bounds thing I just did. So now I'm just like, ugh, do I keep going? Oh yeah, then I used the sniper rifle. Wow, it was worth it. Yeah, I'm pretty eager to shoot the cops that come out of these cars, because sometimes it's like 50% of the time they have a shotgun, and it really hurts, so I'm glad I did that. So yeah, I'm looking around for a Sanchez. Here's the chili dog stand, and I use him, because Chiliad Challenge is a whole lot of cycling, right? I decided to fill up on fat quite a lot. Make sure I didn't run out at any point. I'm getting shot up pretty bad here. Oh yeah, there's a bribe star, and I'm like, ooh, bribe star, and I walk through it. It's like, it does nothing. What was the point? Yeah, anyway, here's some armor. Bink. And now I ran out of sprint, so I had to try and get the slide going. There was a roadblock to my left as well. It's pretty tricky to survive in this environment with 4 stars. You want me? It's really interesting how San Andreas turns into like a survival game, like a not crafting game, but like kind of like DayZ or Minecraft or whatever. You're trying to survive as much as anything else. Just being out here, but there's so little resources. There's nowhere to get health that often, apart from those chili dog stands. And there's like occasional armor spawns, but that's about it. Oh yeah, and here's where I get my my Sanchez to get up the mountain with. Chiliad Challenge starts at 7 AM, so it actually worked out that my save timings were pretty good here, so that was nice. I managed to get up there a little bit early, I think. But yeah, here we go. Trying to get up this damn mountain with 4 stars is a nightmare. By this point, I had done this, like I said, like 20 times, so I was pretty confident, and I knew like what the police were going to do and how to avoid them and stuff. But I still get screwed quite a lot. I don't think I get screwed on the first time up here, but the other times I do. So yeah, take a nice wide berth here. There it's easy to avoid them because it's, you know, the road's like huge. But once we get into this bit, it gets a bit trickier. So these ones, you just want to hug the right wall. Sometimes they turn left, sometimes they turn right. If they turn right, you just have to slam on the brakes and go around them. But most of the time they turn left. I think this one does. Oh, no. Oh, I got lucky there and made it up the hill. Nice. Yeah, most of the time they turn left there, and as long as you hug the right wall, they just go past you. managed to get up there. I know all the shortcuts now, which is nice. Oh yeah, and this dick knocks me off. I'm just like, oh god. So I'm like, I know I'm shooting all these cops, even though I don't really have to, but they have shotguns, which is scary. Oh yeah, I'm trying to drive the Ranger off of my bike, and it just doesn't move, like the wheels are off the ground. Yeah, so I do get screwed this time up. So yeah, now I'm just like, oh, sod it. My backup strat of just running up the hill, which is really annoying. And yeah, this dickhead that runs me over. Screw that guy. But yeah, running up the hill isn't too bad. I have plenty of time to get there. Like, I tried to do all 3 Chiliad challenges in one time cycle, so they're available from 7 to 6 PM, I believe, so which is 18. Oh yeah, and here I'm like shooting him again, just because I don't want to die to shotguns. I waste a lot of time doing this, and I'd probably take more damage than if I had just run. Yeah, like, case in point there. But I'm just so scared of the shotguns. Those guys with micro SMGs are kind of nice, because you can kill them, pick them up for the ammo, but yeah, I don't end up doing it. In some of the earlier clips of this, I was too slow at Chiliad Challenge, and I didn't get here at the right time of day, so I had to spend a night on top of the mountain waiting for 7 AM so I could do the next Chiliad challenge. And during the night, I would just sit on top of the mountain and wait, just mess around with the helicopters that follow you. And I actually managed to steal one at one point. If you want to look at that, you can go on my Twitter. I posted about it at the time. It was pretty funny. But most of the time, I was just using them for ammo. Like the guys come down from the helicopter on the ropes or whatever, and they have micro SMGs. So I just shoot them in the head and take their ammo. And it's like, ooh, nice. Anyway, yeah, we're here 30 seconds early, so I just messed around with the moon a bit. Like that. It's so vastly different in size when you shoot it. I think I shoot it a couple times. Yeah, there you go, 3 times. 4 times, okay, I could have shot it once more. Oh well. Yeah, nice view up here. The sky is quite nice, there's seagulls flying around and things like that. Yeah, just chilling. I can't be bothered to edit this out. It's not worth it. There we go. Chiliad challenge. So the first one is the Scorch Bonnet Yellow route. This one's actually, I would say, the hardest route, even though it's the first one, because it's so tight and windy, and it's really short as well, so you don't have much time to catch up to them if you mess up. But thankfully, I don't mess up here. But yeah, this is the part where I talk about the 2 glitches in Chiliad Challenge that I wanted to use, but didn't in the end. Right? So, like I said, I was recording this a lot of times, and in the end I kind of gave up with most of these things. But yeah, there's 2 glitches with the Chiliad Challenge that are really interesting. The first one, I actually managed to do at one point, or I managed to get into a point where I've tried it, but it doesn't work for me. I don't know if it's because I'm using the version 2 of the PC script, or I'm on version 1.01 of PC or something. But anyway, there was a glitch with the parachute, where if you jump off of your bike, fly down the mountain, pull your parachute before it voids you and resets you in the race, you then spawn on the bike with the parachute open, and it looks really funny, and the parachute is just fully extended even though you're not falling. And you're stuck on the bike. You can't fall off the bike anymore, and it's pretty cool. But unfortunately, every time I tried to do it, it disqualified me from the race. Every time I pulled my parachute. And I checked, it wasn't because I was left clicking too much or anything, because I got off the bike and just punched with the parachute, and that didn't do anything. So, yeah, I think it's one of those rare cases where something actually did get patched. It's well, they patched it. So yeah. Alright, yeah, this first race I do is pretty successfully, but trust me when I say that is a lot harder than it looks. I fell off quite a lot. You can't just slam the brakes, because then the bike tips over. You have to tap it really fast. It's pretty annoying, but I managed to do it. And here we go, attempt up the mountain number 2. How badly do the police get in my way this time? I think I said last time, oh yeah, and this, what the hell happens? Why doesn't the bike just go up the hill? And then there's all these guys, I'm like, no, I don't want to get busted today, thanks. I actually got busted several times trying to do this. I really thought it was impossible. With me, holding the horn down, it distracts the AIs so they don't bust you. But even that sometimes didn't work, and I got busted. It was really annoying. Oh yeah, and here I get screwed. And I'm just oh god, please no shotguns. But I don't think anyone has a shotgun. Oh, that guy does, but he doesn't hit me. Oh no, he does hit me. Yeah, look at that. It took all of my armor with one shot. And then he completely destroys this. So yeah, now I'm like panicking, just like, do I try and get the Sanchez? Do I keep going? And I tried to get the Sanchez and I like stopped, but yeah, when they pushed it that second time, I just gave up, I think. Just sod it and just drove with this. Now, driving with the police ranger up this hill is a lot harder because obviously you can't avoid these things. Well, unless they do that. But you can't avoid the other cars, so what I normally do, again, okay, just, what I normally do is just slam on the brakes and hope they fall off and not me, but yeah, it doesn't work out very well. Your Sanchez is your only hope going up here. And yeah, I actually get stuck here because this thing is completely fucking useless. It also has a pop tyre, so yeah, I just gave up and go back to running. Running up the hill is perfectly doable. It's slow, but yeah, it's pretty safe. As long as a car doesn't, like... What happened to me a few times was a police car would, like, spawn behind me and, like, ram me and throw me forwards, and I'd fall off the hill. It was really annoying. Yeah, like that. Exactly like that. Except worse, when I was, like, on the edge. Oh yeah, and I tried to run up here, and it doesn't work. I did this several times, and it always looks like it should, but it doesn't. So now I'm sliding down the hill. I mean, I get a headshot on someone. Yeah, like that. As I'm sliding down. Ooh, and that guy has a shotgun. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that's so scary. Okay, thankfully I'm alright. Spoilers, I do survive. That's why I'm talking about this clip. Yeah, but yeah, thankfully I'm kind of near the point where I can just run up the hill and go straight to the end and skip most of the stuff. I think it's around this corner. Yeah, here it is. Oh yeah, and here's all these idiots scraping against the wall. Yeah, this bit here you can run up, which is quite nice, and then you can take a shortcut right to the end. What time is it? Like 11:38, yeah. So I have got plenty of time between this and being able to do the next Chiliad challenge. I was really worried at the time, like, because I had to run up the hill, I was really concerned that I wasn't going to make it for the third one, but thankfully I do. So I didn't have to spend a night on top of the mountain. Oh yeah, and I look around for the armor and it hasn't spawned yet, which makes me sad. I'm like, oh god, please spawn, but no, it doesn't. So I'm like, right, I've got to do Chiliad challenge number 2, and then I have to get back up the hill with half health. And yeah, this is the other route. I didn't read the name of it. They're all like chilies or something like that. There was some trivia associated with it. I don't remember anymore. Yeah, this route is a lot easier. It's a lot longer, but there's way less turns in it. And it's just easier in general. These guys aren't too much of a problem. They're in my way now, but once you get onto a straight, you can pedal a lot faster than them, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, there you go. Easy peasy. So yeah, the second bug that I wanted to use during the Chiliad challenge was the sniper rifle bug. So you normally aren't allowed to use weapons during this. If you do fire a weapon, you get disqualified. But for some reason, they forgot about the sniper rifle in this, and you can use the sniper rifle to kill your enemies and not get disqualified. So what you can do is, even if you're last, you can keep riding up until the very last checkpoint, and then just snipe all of your opponents, which are inside the goal. And when you kill them, it like removes them from the race. So if you just kill all of them, then it turns you into first. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't actually use it here. Like, I never tested to see if it even worked on my version, since I fixed the other thing. But also, I just wasn't, you know, I wasn't so slow that I needed to make use of it. So that was alright. But yeah, there's a cool tip for you. If you struggle doing the Chiliad challenge, then just bring a sniper rifle. It makes it a lot easier. If not, you can just shoot one cop and the moon, like I did. It's a complete waste of time. No, it's alright. I'm sure I'll make use of sniper rifle at some point. There's probably something I'm not thinking about that'll be useful for. And yeah, there's just San Fierro in the background there. There's that big pillar you can take a photo of. There were lots of things that I could do in this playthrough. That's like, I could do a tag there, I could do a unique stunt jump there, I could take a snapshot there, but honestly, I'd rather just do it in chunks. It's like way easier for me to, like, air quotes, root. And it's also easier for you to watch. Like, you could watch the episode about all the snapshots if you want, or whatever, so yeah, I'm gonna keep doing stuff in blocks like this, even though it's really inefficient, but nah. It's not a speedrun, who cares? I can do what I want, woo! And no, I'm not doing the YOLO drop, before anyone asks that. It's like, I don't want to. I just want to win this race. The amount of times I had to re-record this, I was getting really sick of doing this. So, I'm really glad I just managed to get it right this time. Yeah, and you can see there I'm like being really careful with the brakes, like tapping it, like like going careful. Because if you just slam them on, you do like a stoppy, I think it's called, and you fall off the front wheel. 255, not too bad, not too bad. I honestly don't know if it's good or not. And here we go, attempt number 3, up the mountain with a Sanchez. I'm so glad that Sanchez is a consistent spawn, otherwise this would have been a nightmare trying to find a vehicle to go up with. I never managed to get the Sanchez up that bit I was trying to do there. I always had to go around this corner, it's kind of annoying. And it was like, this corner screwed me a lot as well, like sometimes police would spawn in front of me and knock me off, and it'd be really annoying. Seems like the corners are the main problems because you're going slow, I guess. Also, how the hell did the police get up here? Like, it's just a SWAT van just like on a mountain. Like, what? How did they get here? Sorry, I hiccuped. So yeah, hug the right wall. Turns to the right, that's good. That bit's okay because there's a bit up you can drive, which is nice. And yeah, this guy again. Do I actually make it with the Sanchez this time? That'd be nice. Unfortunately, I don't think I drive the Sanchez off the top of the hill in this clip. There are a few clips where I made it up to the top of the Sanchez. So I would just... I drove it off the edge. Because some people were saying, it's like, hey Josh, instead of just driving every car, you should drive every car off of Mount Chiliad. Whoa. It's like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Oh, okay, so I could have driven the Sanchez to the top, but I decided to just walk. Like I said, I'd recorded this a load of times, and this was like the 3rd time I'd made it this far, so I was like, fuck that, I'm not gonna risk anything, so just run straight to the top. It's a shame I didn't succeed with my first few clips, where I was too slow at the Chiliad challenges and had to spend my night on top of the mountain. It was a lot of fun. Like, the helicopters were spawning under the ground and stuff, and I was like constantly picking up this armor to survive and getting a lot of ammo and whatnot. Yeah, it was pretty fun. I'll probably come back here to steal a police Maverick at some point. Anyway, this is Cobra Run. This one was actually really easy. It looks really hard, but as long as you go slow, it was fine. So yeah, there's like this bit here. I'm like really going really carefully at this point because I don't want to fuck up. And yeah, these things, like, they look hard, but it's actually fairly simple. We just do it really fucking slowly. Also, that marker was like 2 markers. That was really weird. Nice and slow. Yeah, I fall off here, but it doesn't matter anymore. Careful. Good. And that's that assault coursey bit done with, and now you just drive the rest of the way like normal, I think. Oh, I could have been really bad if that bit wasn't there. I know, it's San Fierro. Been there a few times. I've only been to Los Venturas once so far, right? And I've been to San Fierro twice. Well, if you count this. I'll have to go to Los Venturas a bit more. I'm sure I will do. There's things to do there. Alright, and we come to the end. This is the end of the 3rd Chiliad challenge. Oh yeah, and this is... I've completed a task. Not only have I completed Chiliad challenge, I've also unlocked all the clothes you can get. Like, these shorts and the shoes, that's it. These shorts, the shoes, and the default clothes. Those are the only clothes you can unlock at the start of the game, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, do let me know, and I will of course go get those clothes as well, but to my knowledge, this is it. So yeah, quick camera flick to make this guy spawn, take his chili dogs, and let's get the hell out of here. So now I have to try and get back to Los Santos, and it's chucking down with rain, which is really annoying. And Sanchez doesn't seem to handle it very well either. Like, I'm drifting about the place and going really slow and stuff. Like, oh, this is painful, like, move. I could have done the undrowning glitch again and headed back underwater and gone back to the beach like that, but I decided to not repeat myself too much, so this time I just drove back like normal. I actually head straight to the train tracks, because I think there was a YouTube comment the other day that was like, hey, like, why don't you just use the train tracks to go back and drop down onto the ledge or something? And I was like, what ledge? What are they talking about? So this time I was like, I'll have to check out the train tracks, see if there's an easy way back over. And spoilers, there isn't. YouTube comment section, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh yeah, and this time, like, I decided to go through this tunnel, which is oncoming traffic, which is a really terrible idea, but thankfully I managed to get through it okay. I guess it was better because it wasn't raining, so I could handle the car better, I don't know. Yeah, we're almost back now. I could probably swim at this point, but just drive the Sanchez back. Ooh, go all over the place there. Come on now. There we go. I don't have too much to say. I would speed it up, but I don't really think there's much need to. This is right at the end anyway. Yeah, that tractor almost goes into me. So yeah, if all goes to plan, this video should be uploaded on Sunday, so you're probably watching it on Sunday. If you're not, hello from the past. What's it like in the future? Do tell me. And yeah, I'll try to stay consistent with this series. I'm having a lot of fun recording these, actually. I didn't think I would, but I am. Even this one, which was really frustrating to do, I actually enjoyed doing, which is why I kept doing it, you know, like kind of early. So yeah, having fun. I don't know how much longer it's going to be fun for. Like, eventually I'm going to run out of low-hanging fruit stuff to do, and it's going to be like really hard, tedious stuff that I don't want to do. But we'll see. Like, I still have like driving skill and flying skill and shit like that to max out. Anyway, here's this. I have no idea what the YouTube comment person was talking about. Like, there is no way back here at all. It's like, what the hell? So, rather than throw my only successful clip, like my first successful clip away, I decided to say fuck it, and I just went back to where do what I knew I was gonna do. So yeah, the other way back, when you're in a fast vehicle, there's like a jump you can do here, and I'm like looking for it. Even though it's raining, I still make it in the Sanchez quite easily. So yeah, here it is. I don't know if this is actually like the proper way of doing it, but it's how I did it. Just jump here. There you go. Job done. My Sanchez even makes it over the barrier. Look at that. Oh yeah, and then this here happens. So I'm like on the Sanchez, and I'm like, ooh, a Super GT. So I got a choice between a convertible and a non-convertible. So I take the red convertible one, of course. And then I'm really worried about getting busted, but thankfully it doesn't happen, so I just spawn inside the cop and fuck him up. And then this guy really hates me. Like, what the hell is this? I've never seen police ram someone like that. It was really weird. It's like he's like the angry shark driver or something, and not police driver. Speaking of angry shark driver, this guy's pissed at me as well. So I'm trying to store the bike in the garage, and then this happens. It's just like, just let me finish this clip, please. I was so happy that I finally finished this. And then I park this in here, and then, oh, a free police ranger. Okay. So I'm like, I'll take it. So yeah, it's got a Super GT and a police ranger. And that's it. That's the end of episode 3. See you in episode 4. Bye for now.